Julian Assange's brother, Gabriel Shipton, joins me. Thanks so much for your time. I'm sure it's been a very emotional and trying day for you, Gabriel. How do you feel at this point? Are you feeling confident?
Yeah, look, I don't really feel confident. I'm not someone who really deals in hope, after this very, very long road fighting for Julian's freedom. So we'll just keep working. We'll keep campaigning, raising the political stakes, working in the political field, working with our activists and other campaigners to really spread the word and keep explaining to people, what's at stake for them in this extradition and this unprecedented Espionage Act prosecution that's going against my brother. I did get the feeling that the courts, there is a little bit more caution around the case now. There's a lot more attention. The media attention in the UK has been very intense over the past week, ever since that motion passed in the Australian Parliament. So I think there's a bit more attention and a bit more caution coming from the UK courts around this. They can't just wave it through like they have previously. And so I think they're interrogating it a bit more. Plus, it's a pretty low bar for them to give leave to appeal for Julian, because it just sort of kicks the can down the road in terms of the legal proceedings here in the UK. But what that means for Julian is more prison time, more unconvicted prison time. He's not serving a sentence. He's just being kept there at the request of the US DOJ. So sort of lose-lose for Julian in that sense.
Well, how is he, Gabriel? Talk to me about how you're able to communicate with him. Is it, very restricted? Is he fully aware of what's going on? How is his mental health?
Yeah, I mean, he's not in a good way. He wasn't able to attend the court proceedings because, he's unwell. So that's the toll that this whole process is taking on him. This, endless court proceeding, as well as the 5 years in a maximum security prison, have taken a toll on him. And it's leading now to him not being able to fully participate in his defence, which I find very concerning. And I think a lot of other people do too. But going to see him inside Belmarsh, it's really heartbreaking, to see him in a sort of physical decline over these many, many years of detention. But he's still got a fighting spirit. He's hanging in there. And, I think the motion from the Parliament in Australia, that really motivated him. And
he knows about that.
He was quite happy about that. Yeah. Well, that was a motion in the Parliament. 2/3 of the Parliament voted in favour of this motion, and it was quite detailed in that it outlined three quite strong points. That Julian was a Walkley-winning journalist, that he was being held in relation to exposing shocking misconduct of the US Army and the US forces, and that the UK and the USA should bring this to a close so that he can be returned to Australia. And because it was supported by the whole government, all the ministers as well as the crossbench, it is some really meaningful action from the Parliament and a step up in the government's advocacy for Julian. But what we're asking of the government now is some real practical action on getting Julian out of prison, and really using that momentum from the Parliament to take those concerns of the Parliament and to use that to advocate more strongly for Julian's release with the Biden administration.
Yep. Well, it'll be heard loud and clear here in Australia, Gabriel. We'll see if we get some kind of reaction and traction on that. Let's hope so. Thanks so much. I know it's been a long day and it's very late in London, and we'll speak to you soon.